Do you think that people just in general have to pick between money and passion?
Yes, I do. I do think so.
Okay,
I
that's a quick
wasn't.
answer.
Yeah, I wasn't
I
one that believed in
think about it.
the thing of if you do what you love what you do, or your dreams and your passions can align. Like I thought that was a pipe dream. I didn't think it was real.
Wow. Okay.
Um, that and also based upon my upbringing, I really never even heard of that until kind of after college. Kind of people chasing their dreams and the money will follow. And I didn't know anybody who that happened to. So yes.
Okay. Well, I really thought you were going to think about it just a little
Okay.
bit,
Okay.
but okay. No
Yeah.
worries. This question came out of a recent conversation
Okay.
we were having in one of our financial classes where
Okay.
we're
Yep.
privileged to be a part of. Anyway, someone was sharing how, looking back, they chose
Okay.
their or their major in college based off of money. Like that was it.
Yeah.
They had really no interest per se
Sure. Sure. Sure.
in the subject.
Yeah.
And even though that now that they're working in their field of work that they're degreed in,
Yeah.
again, there's nothing life giving.
Yeah.
It is a paycheck.
Wow.
And I can't say I definitely didn't grow up thinking, yeah, I'm just gonna follow my dreams and the money will
Okay.
follow. Similar
Okay.
to you,
Yeah.
you know, growing out without a lot, I just knew I didn't want to be broke.
Correct.
I didn't
Yes.
want to be broke.
Yes. Yes.
I
Yes.
didn't want to be broke. So,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
I did think about that going into college as far as, what am I majoring in? Thinking about the job, the career that would follow
Right.
was top of mind. But even before that, I started reflecting on my high school days.
Okay.
I pretty much started working in high school,
Okay.
like freshman year, basically. And I think back to those times, and I mean, I remember finishing up with classes,
Okay.
doing some homework right after classes ended so I can get as much done before my shift started.
Yes.
And then going to, a very popular retail,
Okay.
retail job,
Okay. Yeah.
a very popular retail store, and working until about, I think they close at 9:30,
Okay.
and then having to do all the closing
Yeah.
procedures.
Yeah.
I was getting out of there like 10:30 at
Inventory.
night.
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
10:30 at night, and they
Right.
had to drive because I was working in the suburbs because that's where money was.
Okay.
And driving back to my house, getting home to like 11,
Okay.
doing homework. um until maybe about midnight, 12:30, going to bed, waking up and doing the whole thing over again.
Okay. Gotcha.
Now it wasn't every single night, but it was most nights
Okay.
because I
So,
was on this money hunt, you
okay.
know,
Gotcha. Gotcha.
even
Gotcha.
that early in life. And
Okay.
I think about, man, how is that what high school and college should have been like? Like, I don't know, did money kind of get in the way, the pursuing money?
Sure.
Did it get in the way of me actually like living, you know, during that time or whatever? Anyway, I look back and I can't help but to think about that the pursuit of money had some
So,
opportunity costs.
yeah. Okay. But I mean, I guess growing up in our circumstances, yeah, you're on a paper chase. Like that is what we were, I guess, not necessarily brought up to do, but I remember my mom telling me, go to college and get a good job. Go to college, get a good job. It wasn't go to college and after that, chase your dreams or whatever you pursue. Or even if I'm trying to think about what I was good at growing up, which I really didn't know what I was good at. Like I played chess, I was pretty good at chess. Some things, I was good at the debate team. Like I really enjoyed doing that. But it was no one ever said, or I didn't see anyone say, hey, guess what? I didn't even go to college. After high school, I found out that I was good at, and even my examples make it seem like
They're pipe
wherever he's
dreams.
here, he was like, yeah, I was really good at making Play-Doh sculptures. So I decided that it brought people, my teachers and my family, so much joy to make Play-Doh sculptures. I am going to do this for the rest of my life.
Mhm.
If that person that came to me, I'd be like, okay, well, I guess you're going to live in, you know, middle of nowhere where the rent is kind of like $1, because I don't know how you're going to make it off of Play-Doh sculptures.
Well,
That's the dream. Now you will be happy. You probably be content, but I would envision that person being content in a dark place with Play-Doh sculptures by themselves.
okay.
So that's why I thought, like, okay, I need to go into IT. I need to go into business. I need to go into healthcare because these fields would give me the pay so that way I can avoid being in my current circumstance after a post graduation. So yeah, I never saw it. Maybe if I saw it, like, hey, I chased my dreams and it took me maybe 10 years, I got there and I'm good now. The internet is full of people who chase their dreams, they made it, but I feel like, and I don't know the stats, it's like the 1% or whatever. That's kind of aspirational. That's like, to me, sometimes watching those videos is like watching an action movie. I know, in reality, is no way that this person can fight off 100 different soldiers and only have a splinter in his hand. So when I watch those videos, it's like, man, is there any way that this person didn't go to college or did go to college and right afterwards chased their dreams and now they made 7, 8 figure income? Like, it just didn't seem feasible.
I understand that. I understand that's not everyone's story. Not
Yeah.
everyone has the miracle story of, hey, what that famous quote, my job isn't work. You know what I mean? Because
Right,
I love
right,
it. You know
right,
what I mean?
right.
So it's not even work to me.
Yeah.
Like, I know that's not everyone's reality. Not everybody has this story. But here's my thing.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just going my situation.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
If I didn't work in high school, would it have led me to be, I don't know,
No.
in you know what I mean,
Yeah.
in poverty? No,
Yeah.
it would
Yeah.
have been
Yeah.
fine.
You'll be fine.
Things would have been tighter. I would
Sure.
have had,
Sure.
definitely less to work with in terms of funds at that time. But this I would have been able to try out for the school play,
Okay.
which I didn't even do until my last semester in high school.
Wow. Wow.
I had worked
Okay.
up to my last semester in high school and then gifted myself as a graduation gift. I quit my job and I think February before my graduation,
Gotcha.
and wound up
Mm.
going ahead and just like, let me do something I've always wanted to do during my high school experience, but I couldn't
Yeah.
because I was working.
Yeah.
I tried out for the play and got it.
Wow.
Got the
Wow.
lead.
Wow.
And it made me wonder, like, man,
Could you have been on Broadway?
I don't know. I'm
Okay.
just saying. I'm not saying I would have been famous, a famous actress doing it. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But what I am saying is, what if I sacrificed making money then
Correct. Correct.
to explore something I was very interested in, something I really enjoyed, which was
Okay.
acting,
Okay.
and just gave it a whirl during high school? And who knows?
Who knows?
Even went to college and
See.
and chose a college that offered
Yeah.
maybe a really good drama program, or I don't know.
Right. You don't know. But then the flip side of that, you
Giving it a
could have been on Broadway with a paper cup, like, got any change? Like, that's the other side that we don't want to really, like, that.
Did you hear that sound? It's the sound of my dream dying because he killed it.
I would have put some change in your cup. You would have been a great actor, and I would have supported your cup. But because of that, that's why we go to college
You're kind of a mean guy sometimes.
and try to get that steady income. Now, I feel like our dreams may still live in us. I still feel like when we even have our jobs, they come out in other ways. Like, maybe you find yourself acting at times. I don't know. Like, I don't think the dreams I don't think the dreams kind of go anywhere.
I'm done.
But maybe they just manifest in a different way. I think maybe people paint the picture a little too lofty. Like, instead of chasing your dreams, like, go all out. This is the ultimate goal. Try to weave your dreams this sounds terrible, into reality, into
Yes.
your reality becomes completely your dreams.
Can I
I don't
offer
know.
an alternative?
Please,
Okay.
please.
All right. Now hear me out.
Some listen.
Okay. Don't crush me. Don't crush my dream before you hear me out.
I'm not gonna
Okay. Going back to my example. What if I time boxed it?
Okay.
Okay, so let's say high school, I went ahead. I tried out for not only high school stuff, maybe I'd try some community stuff, and maybe things were coming along. And I wondered, hey, could I make a career out of this? And
Yes.
I looked at a drama program. I looked at some drama programs. I found a school that had a drama program. Maybe I major in drama and also in something else,
Okay.
something like
Here we go.
economics,
Yes. Mitigate those risks.
political science,
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm all about that.
And then let's say my college drama experience was also successful. Maybe got some good roles and college productions, maybe even some more community theater. Hey, maybe I even landed a few commercials. Let's just say.
Yeah.
And I said, I want to give this full-time acting thing a go.
Okay.
After college.
Okay.
And I gave myself 2 years, 3 years.
Great.
And, I'm side hustling, working, part-time, waitressing, whatever.
Right.
While I gave this a go. Is 2 or 3 years going to kill my ability to provide and be financially stable in the future for the rest of my adult life? No,
it's not.
I could have done that.
You could have. But could you have stopped? That's the question. Like, especially in America, chasing your dreams is the thing to do. Not giving up is the thing to do. So success is right around the corner. So 2, 3 years of full commitment. And on December 31st of that 3-year period, January 1st, are you able to just drop?
I don't think you understand how much I did not like being broke.
Okay.
That's just
right. Yeah.
No.
I get it. Yeah.
So yes.
Okay. Yeah.
The deadline could have come, and I was like, I can't do it.
I think time boxing is great, but for you, your personality, you have the motivation of not being broke, not depending on other support. But not everybody has that. There's some people that's still working on their mixtape at 55. No judgment.
That seemed kind of personal. Are you feeling okay?
Hey, I'm feeling okay. I do think you time boxing, but I do think if you're going to chase your dream, be in a community of people that love you and you say, hey, I like what you said, mitigate the risk. Like you want to, pursue acting, pursue accounting as well. So maybe during tax time, you can make enough in order to, allow your ends to meet while you're waiting for your, moment of glory or your big opportunity. Again, America, we're an extreme place where it's like all in on the dream. Where I think a better way to position it versus just kind of killing somebody's dream is, how about you do your dream because life happens. Sometimes the dream doesn't work, or the dream is a journey where you never know. Maybe as you pursue accounting, one of the clients is a Broadway play and you get your opportunity. You never know. I know that's a stretch, but you never know how life will turn out. So I think mitigating risk when it comes to chasing your dreams is true. And then the other piece I say is work hard at something maybe you don't like too much, but you have the skills, you have the talent to do it. And maybe you're gifted at doing it. Do that for a while. Strive to be debt free. Strive to be financially independent. And then go all out on your dreams after that, because you don't have to worry about bills or being broke or anything like that. So maybe it's a question of, okay, how can you set yourself up in a way where I have the time and freedom without the financial constraints to chase my dream?
I think also too, and I know you alluded to this earlier, and maybe it was in jest, but I think it's definitely another option or way to go.
Okay.
Is that instead of mitigating the risk, accept it, work with it, and that is, let's say I want to be a writer.
All right. Yeah.
I know it takes a very long time for most writers to put together a manuscript that's accepted and that they can get a publisher to take on, or even get a literary agent to want to take them and represent them. That it's a long process for most writers, but you could accept that reality. This is going to be a long time, and I have to give a lot of concentrated effort on it.
Yes.
And yes, figure out where can I live, where I can work part time. You know what I mean? And still live, have food, have shelter. You know what I mean? And have the time and enough for a computer and internet. Whatever I need. To work on this manuscript. Now, again, is that going to be New York City? No.
No.
Is that going to be
Nebraska?
Nope. No offense, Nebraska. No, I mean, yes, it's probably going to be somewhere deep in a Midwest or type of rural area.
Yes.
Where there's not a lot going on, and you have not a lot of nightlife or anything like that. But you'll be able to eat and have shelter and have a space to write.
Right. So if you and this is a word, I guess a word to the wise. If you're chasing your dream, you can't have it all. You can't. Well, you can. I know some people in LA living out their vans, trying to chase.
It's not having it all.
That's just not having it all. So it's just, what are you willing to sacrifice in order to chase your dream? So what do you think about this conversation? Please let us know in the comments, and also send this to a friend, like, share, and continue to follow us here at Naked and Rich.